Okay, so I'm looking for my measuring tape. So, yeah, these guys are the same. Let's get into the measuring here. Obviously, Ultimate's Super7 Ultimate's Leatherhead is completely bigger than the Mutant Mayhem one. So I'm not sitting here going that they're better or worse. I'm just calling out the differences. And to be honest with you, this time I'm not even going to say which one I like better or worse, because I like them all. I like them all better. These are all awesome to me. I love these figures. I really do. Yeah, Leatherhead standing upright, which is great. Thank you so much, Super7 Ultimates, for doing that. Yeah, it's about almost 7.5 inches tall. And then for Mutant Mayhem's female Leatherhead, let's see here. We got almost 5.5 inches tall. Yeah. And then for Superfly, about 5, well, over 5. No, I want to say with the antenna, with these little two things sticking up. That's what she said, right? About 5.5, almost 5.5 inches tall. And then for Baxter Stockman, just about 5 inches tall, more or less. Okay. So let's get into the new figures first. We'll do comparisons. By the way, in case anybody's noticing, this is not an accessory that came with Superfly. So I just wanted to give him an accessory because he came with one frickin' accessory. I was just like, where's his weapon grid? This is the only one that didn't come with a weapon grid. I was like, what the hell is going on here? I think, oh no, I think I'm wrong. I think Bebop and Rocksteady don't come with a weapon grid either. But either way, frickin', I was just like, where's his weapon grid? BS. She came with a leather weapon grid. And what made me so happy about the weapon grid situation here is that it's, once again, like I said, just paying homage to the original, you know, minus that knife, minus that blade. Because I think the reason why they said minus that blade, because that blade is technically on this Leatherhead's shoulder or bicep, tricep, whatever, arm. So maybe that's why they did that. I don't know. But for everything else, look, we got the fishing pole, we got the fishing rod, fishing pole, whatever, fishing rod, fishing pole, right? And then we have the bear trap or man trap, if you will. And of course, we have the shotgun with the somewhat similar engraving. I love that. I fucking love that. I love it so much it makes me curse. And then we got that blade there. So they did a really good job on like representing the old school and then bringing it to new school. And then, you know, they gave her an extra shotgun. A different style shotgun when I say extra shotgun, because technically it came with an extra shotgun, right? It's just not painted. It came with the original and it came with the one that's all crafty and nasty and beautiful. And when I say nasty, I mean like that's dope. That she's nasty, bro. So yeah, like Leatherhead here just looks amazing. Paint job could have been a little better, I think, on the bottom of the neck there, but it's not that bad. For a $10 figure, this is pretty damn good, guys. And I'm surprised that they did the articulation that they did here. It's almost like, why? Because, like, this is not gonna, come on. All right, I guess we can, it's the highest you get that foot up. Surprised I can get her foot up that high. You know, if it wasn't for the tail, you could, and when I say if it wasn't for the tail, I literally mean this other part here, the base. If that wasn't there, you could get her to sit properly, but she'd need a ledge to sit down so that the tail can chill on the behind. I like these figures though. These updated ones are interesting. Let me take her new shotgun. This is a sawn-off one. Completely different from what they did for Ultimates and the Playmates, which is cool. I like it. And then, you know, she's got the holder here for the shotgun. And I think this is also meant for the other one as well. The one that she originally supposed to come with, but they, you know, decided to put on the weapon grid. I'm all happy. I'm okay with that. I'm not like mad about it at all. I was gonna say I'm all happy about it. But do you see this articulation for a $10 figure and a figure that looks like it doesn't articulate that well? It does. You can get some good stop animation going on here with her. Clever girl. But, you know, to each his own. I know there's a lot of you that feel the exact opposite and are like, I hate the new look. I hate the goggles. I hate the female. I hate the new hat. I hate it all. But honestly, it's not that bad, guys. It's like, it really isn't. You gotta understand that everything changes over time, and these kids are not gonna like what we grew up with at all, unless we change it up a little bit. So when we talk to these kids and we say, what does Leatherhead look like to you? Not what Leatherhead sounds like. What does Leatherhead look like to you? We'll pretty much be on the same point. It's got a yellow jacket. And, like, well, I guess a reddish hat. I don't know, is that red? I'm colorblind. This looks brown to me. And, comes with a shotgun. You know, more or less. It's gonna change. Times change, everything changes. Now, this bad mofo is a completely different figure and awesome for different reasons. I mean, look at the attention to detail that they went and did. And the reason why I was saying before about, like, thank you Super7 Ultimates for making him stand upright is because this is what we had to do. This is what we had. This is how the original figure was when we got it. There was no stand upright. This was his stand upright. This is the highest he was getting him. So thank you so much for giving us what we always wanted to do, which is right here. Have him stand upright. How awesome is that? It's like the coolest part about this figure, in my opinion. Obviously, there's a lot of attention to detail, like the boots and the jeans and the belt buckle and the abs and the freaking scales and the teeth, and he's eating frogs. I did that. I added those in there. These are little rubbery like animals. They look like erasers, but they're not. They're just tiny little rubbery animals that I got from Blicket? I think it's Blick. It's a paint shop. And it's pretty dope. I used them in here to make it look like he's chewing on frogs all the time, because I feel like that's what Leatherhead will be doing. Look at that beautiful shotgun. Look at that great job. That's the other coolest thing about this figure, is that they went all out with the details of the accessories and painted them and did right by us, man. This is one of the best figures I've ever gotten in my life. I was so happy when I got this figure. Like, I still am having this figure. So great. So great. Look at that freaking hat, man. Come on, man. Look at that freaking attention to detail. Yeah, queen. All right. So, I'm gonna make it look like he's looking down at her. Like, yo, what the hell? Who are you supposed to be? And then I'm gonna make it look like cheese. I'm gonna aim the shotgun at him. I'm having fun in the middle of a review. Sorry if it's getting a little quiet. So let's do the flies here now. So Superfly here. I love the fact that they articulated the big hand. I just don't really like the big hand though. I hate the big hand. But if they were gonna articulate it, they could have given us some articulation right there to open up and close the pincers. Unfortunately, they did not. You can still get him to look like he's probably choking out some of the turtles though, because they're small. They're not too big. Make him look weird, but like also like awesome, like he's about to fly and come get you. That's what he's supposed to look like. He's supposed to look like he's flying all the time. Maybe I can get a stand for him. He looks much better like that, to be honest with you. He looks way better flying. Now the arm doesn't bother me so much. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but doesn't he look better when he's in a flying pose with the big arm as opposed to like, I don't know. Let me see a different pose here. Nah, that looks weird. He would have it forward to help him like guide his flying, because he's so freaking arm heavy. Good lord. But surprisingly, I can still get him to stand upright. So they did a good job with the balancing. Very good job with the balancing. Doesn't have a tail, and he's balancing with this freaking giant arm forward. Show that again. Check that out. Check them apples out, yo. So, the fly's wings, Superfly's wings, are translucent, and they come off. Well, one of them does. No, they all come off, but I snapped them on. This one is supposed to come off because I think he loses a wing in the movie. Spoiler alert. You know, when you get these toys, first off, they come out like a month before the movie releases, usually. And they always spoil something. I've been dealing with that since Star Wars. So, like, I used to be a big collector of Star Wars. I don't really collect them like that anymore. But when I did, I was so upset because I'd like basically know what was going to happen in the movie before it happened just by seeing the toy. And I hated that. If you want to see the articulation of the legs, it's not too bad, to be honest with you. I'm surprised they did this. Look at that. Look at that articulation. That's actually really good, but it is flimsy, so you need to be careful. If I put too much pressure, if I bend too much left to the right, that's it. This is bent and broke permanently, and it's gonna not stand upright, I can tell. So be careful when you're applying pressure on the way you want to stand. You see, like, for example, if you don't get this right, these might just like, they might go like that. And you don't want them to go like that, because then that'll mess up the balance of standing up the figure permanently. Unless you have finesse with a blow dryer. But I don't expect everybody to do the blow dryer technique. So that's why I say permanently, because if you're not going to do the blow dryer technique, that's it. It's not going to fix that, because that's plastic. You can definitely make it work with heat the way you want, but without it, I don't know. The weight is actually a little too much with that gun, believe it or not. I gotta pivot him back a little bit. There we go. So let me put his Sparks buddy right there from the Spyro Funko Pop. And now let's look at the one, the only Baxter Stockman from the 1987 cartoon. He's got all this fluff stuff coming off him. So yeah. Now, Baxter Stockman, he's got articulated wings. They rotate, so they make him look like he's at rest, chilling, and he's not flying. And they come up, and he's flying. The only thing I wish they did was actually do the same thing they did here with Superfly and add one extra wing on the bottom of each wing. Make it 4 instead of, oh, yeah, I don't think he's gonna rock that gun right now. I could get that gun in the other hand. I don't want it in the other hand. I want it in his big hand. That's what she said. I don't know why. And then the little like fly arms, they're articulated at the base, but not at the joint elbow here, unfortunately. So it is what it is on that. It would have been nice if they did that, but you can still get these to come under. It would have been nice if they articulated the pincers here as well, but they didn't. Could probably, you know, pinch something in there. Like that. But it won't last because it's not meant to do that. So yeah, articulation is great for this figure. I'm really happy with it. You know, a lot of people don't realize that when we got these figures as a kid, they didn't come close to this kind of articulation. So NECA went above and beyond with this Baxter Stockman. Like, thank you so much for making him so exact to the show. I love it. I freaking love it. He just looks so good. And they shat on him way worse than they did on all the other Baxter Stockmans, I think, in the show. He got it really bad. Like, he never... I mean, I guess he got it really bad in the comics, too. To each his own. I didn't really follow up on Baxter Stockman that much in the comics, but from what I remember, most part, it's pretty much the same effed up crap that he's always getting shat on. But, like, I feel like the one from the show just got shat on way much more. Like, he was so, like, bullied. Is what it is, though. Alright, guys. I'm going to go through accessories. By the way, this is a rubber sweater. See? He's hollow inside. And you just place them right back on the base of that. There we go. Always do the shake test. Now, these accessories here are pretty dope because, you know, we got the plants that he's taking care of, and Mikey when he was turned into a gerbil, Shredder when he was turned into a fly, and then we got his little pistol. Came with a lot of accessories, you know, so not like I was trying to have them battle against each other, but if I did, who you think's gonna win? We got another 2 sets of hands here, by the way, meant for the blaster gun that I can actually get in the trigger and everything, the trigger finger, and then 2 closed fists, and then those open palm hands. I was just getting lucky with that gun being in that hand. Then we have the most amazing accessory he came with, in my opinion. And I find it interesting that his computer, his talking computer, came with this whole piece here. I believe that they were planning on making an accessory for a body like he had in the show, but they never fell through with it. I truly believe that's why they did that. It's just too convenient. Way too convenient. I was using this in my my party rocket, the custom painted Pat rocket ship. I was using this as the computer that they talk to, the attachment on the side when it opens up. And I was able to attach it from that piece right there, so it worked out really well. All right. And then for the Super7 Mausers here, you know, I'm just having fun. Because this is his creations. And this is the controller that they came with. So I feel like that works perfectly because he would be controlling them. Alright guys, this is going to be it for the review. Hope you enjoyed the comparisons. Just so you guys know, I'm going to leave links in the description below for everything probably except Baxter Stockman, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to find that in-box retail somewhere. I got Baxter Stockman used from eBay. I think it was eBay. It was eBay or MERCARI. It was one of those. Watch the review. I talk about it in there. And then I got these two from Target. And then I got this bad Mamma Jamma from Amazon Prime. So I will do the best I can to give you links for all these figures below. And if you like the videos, subscribe, because I got something to show you tomorrow. Something that's much more current, much more recent. I mean, the Mutant Mayhems are recent, right? But so is this bad boy. We'll be looking at NECA's Last Ronin Sinja Patrol Bot tomorrow. Subscribe and peace.